Propagation and nursery management for fruit crops involves selecting healthy planting material, choosing appropriate propagation methods, sexual propagation through seeds or vegetative propagation like budding, grafting, and cuttings, preparing the nursery site and media, and managing plants with proper water, nutrient, and pest control practices until they are ready for transplanting. Propagation methods. 1. Sexual propagation from seeds. This is a straightforward and inexpensive method to produce plants. Process. Fruits are collected, seeds are extracted, treated to break dormancy if necessary, and sown in nursery beds to produce seedlings. Considerations. Seedlings are genetically variable, so they may not be true to type, and germination requires viable seeds, proper temperature, water, and oxygen. 1. Vegetative propagation. This method produces uniform, disease-free plants true to the parent plant's characteristics. Cutting. Detached parts of a plant, stem, root, or leaf are placed in favorable conditions to form a complete new plant. Layering. A part of a stem is induced to form roots while still attached to the parent plant before being detached. Grafting. A portion of one plant, the scion, is joined to the root system of another, the rootstock. Budding. A single bud from one plant is inserted into the bark of the rootstock. Nursery management. 1. Site selection and preparation. Choose a site with good drainage and appropriate soil characteristics. Sandy loam is often ideal for container growing. Prepare raised beds or use suitable nursery containers. 1. Media preparation. Use a mix of organic materials, peat, bark, compost, and inorganic materials, sand, perlite, vermiculite, to ensure good aeration and drainage. 1. Seedling and plant maintenance. Watering. Implement proper water management practices to ensure consistent moisture without waterlogging. Fertilization and nutrition. Provide appropriate organic and inorganic fertilizer and use techniques like fertigation, applying fertilizer through the irrigation system. Pest and disease control. Regularly inspect for pests and diseases and implement cultural, physical, biological, and chemical control measures as needed. 1. Hardening off. Gradually acclimatize the young plants to outdoor conditions before they are transplanted to the orchard to improve their survival. Fruit crops are propagated via sexual, seeds, or asexual, vegetative, methods, with vegetative propagation being dominant for maintaining parent traits, using techniques like grafting, budding, cutting, and layering. A nursery is the specialized place where these young plants are grown under controlled conditions until they are ready for their permanent location. Key facts include the importance of selecting suitable mother plants and rootstocks, using appropriate media like sandy loam soils with a 5.5 to 6.5 picohenries, and applying modern management practices such as misting systems, controlled environments, greenhouses, and proper nutrient and pest management to produce high-quality planting material. Key facts. Propagation methods. Sexual propagation. Growing plants from seeds. It is generally used for plant improvement and introducing new traits. Asexual, vegetative, propagation. Using parts of a plant, like leaves, stems, or roots, to create new plants that are genetically identical to the parent plant. This method is preferred for fruit crops to ensure true-to-type characteristics. Vegetative propagation techniques. Grafting. Joining a part of one plant, scion, to the root system of another, rootstock, to combine desirable traits. Budding. A form of grafting that involves transferring a single bud onto a rootstock. Layering. Inducing roots to form on a stem while it is still attached to the parent plant, then detaching it. Cuttings. Growing a new plant from a section of stem, root, or leaf. Micropropagation, tissue culture. Growing plants from small pieces of tissue in a sterile laboratory environment. Nursery management essentials. Mother plants and rootstocks. Proper selection and management of mother plants for science and rootstocks are crucial. Propagation media. A mixture of organic materials, like peat, and inorganic components, such as sand, vermiculite, or perlite for aeration, is used. A preferred soil pH is 5.5 to 6.5. Controlled environments. Techniques like intermittent misting systems, greenhouses, or polyhouses are used to provide optimal conditions for cuttings and grafts. Nutrient management. Provision of appropriate manure, fertigation, and foliar nutrition is vital for healthy growth. Pest and disease control. Monitoring and managing insect pests and diseases are critical for producing healthy seedlings. Record keeping. Maintaining detailed nursery records is essential for efficient management.